So, my talk, handling old IP, or how I learned to ignore my apps and now I have to pay the price. So I have about 6 apps on the Google Play Store, and the top 2 here haven't been updated since 2014, 2012, and the bottom one isn't so much of a worry, but it's 2014 too. So what do you do when you have that? And then you get notices from Google Play that say, security alert, your app will be unpublished if it's not fixed by XYZ date. Or Amazon sends you an email and says, you need to update to our current in-app purchasing library, or you will be unpublished by April 30th. So what do you do? Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. What do I do? What's going on? Yeah. So, my options are update the apps, but that means upgrading to Android Studio, that means upgrading to new libraries, that means rewriting a good chunk of the code, that means debugging a bunch of stuff, opening up new bugs because it's all the new software that I have to update, and it's going to take a lot of time. I could take the opportunity to totally rewrite everything in a cross-platform toolkit, and I could publish on iOS. That's another option too. Or I could say, forget about it. It's only 30,000 users, it's only 5 to 8% of my income. Should I just forget about it? So my question, and this is going to open up a discussion and a therapy session, because April 30th is a Saturday and I have a baby shower to go to. What do? You just say forget it, or do you say let's just take a hit in the short term and rewrite everything? Yes?
So, unpublished, does that merely mean that it wouldn't be available for download from the store?
It means that it wouldn't be available for the download from the store, and or the in-app purchases would not work anymore.
Okay. Does that mean that they would also, it wouldn't appear on their download list as well?
That is uncertain. It's Google, so you don't know.
Okay, that's strange. I would say if they retain their visual rights to the thing, and it gets, runs out of date and you just can't,
right.
No one has to. I think that at some point, the people who own it, if they still do own it, they can still run it without, any problem, then I wouldn't sweat it too much.
Okay.
But if they're losing their purchase, that might still be something. Do you have a way to know how many people still run active?
It's about, across all those apps, it's about 30,000 users. Most of them are in the Philippines for Word Frenzy for some reason, I don't know. But there's enough of a user base that it would affect other applications due to negative stigma of the publisher.
Right. Yeah, I think that if you can just let it languish and it still runs and it still have their DRM, the rights, then that should be okay with it.
Okay.
Sunset.
And just think about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Depending on your work schedule, I would say rewrite it so you can publish to iOS, make a lot more money, and not piss off a bunch of Filipinos.
You're such an optimist. Make a lot more money.
Okay, a little bit more.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
What kind of a time investment are you looking at to do the second option to rewrite?
The second option, I honestly don't know. I have one of my games is Word Mix. It's a word game. Word Frenzy is sort of a spin-off of that. So there's a lot of a framework I have for that, and working on yet another app that I was planning on finishing this year. So I have some framework in Unity to do that. So it's not as big of a jumping off point as you would think.
So
I would say best case a month.
a month.
Yeah.
Well, because if you look at it as a breakdown of the annual, just year and the amount of time you're investing, a month is about 8% of the year. If you're using that month to save 8% of your income, then from a return on your investment standpoint, it works, and you'll probably be able to get maybe an extra couple % out of it if you go to iOS as well. And more importantly, you again won't be pissing off the user base, which, yeah, it's only that many people, but like, it doesn't take many people to really be loud and whiny.
So, Christopher will be talking about that.
Yeah. So I would also vote for the second one.
Okay, all right. Anyone else? Yes.
Can you find someone to sell it to? So that it's their problem.
I probably could, but the return on that would probably be minimal.
Would it also give you peace of mind? Is anybody here buying?
Yeah, I mean, anyone want to buy it?
Start the bidding at $1.
Yes. Yeah, $1, yes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a thought, but then on the other hand, I don't know. It's like my child that I sent off to the App Store to die a horrible death, and I want to watch that death languish as long as I can. Not to be pessimistic or anything. Yeah, in the back.
If you're moving to Unity, have you considered other storage besides just iOS? I have a lot on Windows, even though it's a really small market share, you're a huge fish in a small market.
Yeah, I mean, that would open me up to iOS. It would open me up to Windows, as long as they hang on, whatever that is. It would open me up to Mac. It builds for Mac as well. The Mac App Store, as well as web. If I wanted to throw it on Congregate or something. Not to say that that's the best option, but yeah, I mean, that is a good point. It would open me up to a lot more revenue streams, potential revenue streams if I did that. Yeah. So, sort of running out of time, but I appreciate the advice, and I'm still debating this because it's a big problem, and I guess the lesson to be learned here is don't let your old IP languish beyond what you can maintain. Because I've learned that if I had actually addressed some of these issues every other month or something, just gone through and updated things, made sure all the libraries are up to date, I wouldn't be doing this 5-minute talk. So keep that in mind when you're working on your stuff. Yes? Okay.
So I guess the thing to consider is that, a lot of Windows games and even like OS 9 to OS 10, for games you want, like a lot of that stuff didn't come over, right? Or a lot of it didn't run properly, if like some were hacked and everyone, but those people still had access to disk scores, and in some cases they got those.
Right.
And I think that if they still can have that, which I know you don't know, but I think that's okay, because there is a precedent for some of this stuff going away slowly with time. Especially considering that the rest of your library seems to be more games as well.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't see this as much of a problem. I see this as like, oh, it might be hard to get Doom 2 running if you don't have DOSBox installed on, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think it's okay, and I think that you shouldn't feel too bad about it.
Okay. I'll cry myself to sleep, but yes. All right. Thank you.